In this episode,
When did you start getting acne?
I'm not ready to go outside without makeup. I was bullied in my dance classes. I quit that because of my skin. Like, I never had strong connection with my father, never. I'm from rather poor background, like my parents were never rich people, and I couldn't allow myself to get presents to spend on myself. It was my way how to get love. I just considered myself as a smart one. I was devastated and I wanted to give up. But how to give up if you live in this body? I made so many detox cleansing protocols to clean myself from parasites. I consulted with two doctors, with two dermatologists to go on Rokuchen or not. They both said yes.
Hello, guys, and welcome to our podcast, Wellness in Chaos. First of all, we are super excited because it's our first official podcast, and we're full of very interesting, bright, different emotions. To start from, we're gonna introduce ourselves. So, my name is Dmitro. I am a marketing expert in the health and wellness industry, and I am an enthusiast, sport enthusiast, and fitness enthusiast, like all about food and sport. I'm passionate about this. Yeah. And Mariia.
Hello, guys. Hello, friends. So, first of all, I'm super excited to record our first ever podcast, and I'm so looking forward how it's going to be. So, I want to introduce myself. My name is Mariia. I'm the first skin positivity influencer in Ukraine, and I went through severe acne. I'm a huge fan of nutrition, wellness topics, body positivity, skin positivity, self-acceptance, and I went through many challenges in my life, and I'm still looking forward to talk with you, talk with Dmitro, share my experiences.
Also, one thing to mention, guys, we are here to help you to overcome challenges that we overcame or trying to overcome in our current life um, with all the problems, hassle that we have right now. So we are here to help you, and we are with you. So our first topic is from acne nightmare to brilliant transformation. Maria's 13 years journey. So let's dive into this. Okay, Maria.
I'm very nervous, but I know that this topic is very important for many people. Around 1 billion people worldwide suffer from different skin conditions, and acne is one of the most popular one. So I'm hoping that my story, my
For
knowledge
sure, for
will
sure.
help you too, guys.
We really hope we will help a lot of people. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so Maria, could you please tell us how did it actually started? When did you start getting acne?
Yeah, sure. So let's back to teenage years when acne was considered as something normal when you're a teenager and you break out. So hormonal changes. And it started when I was 13, 14 years old. I started to get pimples, not like acne. It wasn't like a diagnosis at that time. It was just this breakout, another breakout. But I thought that I was the only one at school in my class who had already some skin issues. And it was already feeling that something is wrong with me because everyone is with such perfect skin and I'm with acne and I was already ashamed of me. And since then, like since 13, 14 years old, I even started to cover my skin with makeup, with foundation, just to pretend that everything is fine and to adjust myself to society, to the group
Did
in my
makeup help you
school.
to cover the skin issues?
It's an interesting story with bullying because I think I don't have any stories that I was bullied at school exactly from because of my skin. I was rather getting comments that I was so tall and slim, that that was the comment that, oh my God, your bones are visible and so on, that you're so tall, but not about skin. But I was bullied in my dance classes. I was going to a dancing school for nearly 10 years of my life since I was 4 years old. And when I started getting acne breakouts, I was so lost. I had no confidence in myself just to go on the stage, to act, to dance, to keep that smile. So I was staying at home all the time. I missed so many classes, some concerts, and girls, just girls in my group, started to bully me for that. They didn't know the reason, or maybe they knew, I don't know, but just I never shared my acne experience with them. But they started to really to bully me, to hate me in a very nasty ways. That each time when I was going home from my dancing school, I was crying, and it couldn't last forever for me. So I quit. So my dancing career, like that brought me so
Hmm.
much happiness for nearly 10 years. I quit that because of my skin and
Okay,
because
that's
of
interesting
people
story.
who
I
started
didn't
to
know you
bully
were
me.
dancing actually. Yeah, probably didn't tell me.
Really? Yeah, guys, so some background story. We are two friends. Dmitra is my friend, and we know each other for around 2 years, I think. Yeah, yeah. So, like now we will
Yeah,
find
actually,
out a lot of things about
we
each
have so
other.
many interesting podcasts ahead, so probably we'll know each other way better. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. So
now I know. What
now
kind
you
of
know that
dance?
I used to be a dancer. So I started when I was 4. It was classical and folk dance, Ukrainian dance, and classical, not like ballet, but into that direction. Not so strictly like ballet, but all this hors de bras, jump plie, all that beautiful movements and so on. And later, when I quit my dancing school, I switched to hip hop and house. Yeah, for nearly 1 year. Then I stopped because of the
Okay,
exams
cool,
at school
cool. I
and
guess
so
we'll
on.
talk more about dances,
Uh,
maybe topics related to hobbies. But now let's get to skin issues. Another question
okay.
is how your parents show their support during those tough times for you.
Parent story, like parents' relations, could take many hours to literally share that. But in general, like I never had strong connection with my father. Never. Like even though I was living with him, but I didn't have that parental feeling. But my mom, she was always supporting me. She didn't know what to do with acne. She didn't. She was, but she was taking me to a cosmetologist, dermatologist. She was trying to help me as much as she could, spending enormous amount of money also on blood tests, some skincare products for me, just to make me happier. Right now, I know that it was my way to, as going through many years of therapy, I know that because I'm from a rather poor background, like my parents were never rich people, and I couldn't allow myself to get presents to spend on myself. It was my way how to get love, how to get attention through this my mom's help. So because I couldn't allow myself to get
Yeah,
expensive presents like new dress or new bag or something, but health is important, and as soon as you get this attention to spend on your health, that was a way to get this love. And it took me many years to unbound this connection, to allow myself to go on shopping, to buy what I want, not just to spend money on my health, my skin, but on something else. And when I was teenager, I didn't have my own money, so all the attention I was trying to get, it was from that way. But my mom was helping me. She was supporting me. She was trying to do something with these bullies at my dancing school. Like, yeah, I'm grateful for that experience, even though it was not the best experience, like when
Yeah,
you get your experience through negative way rather positive, but that's
yeah.
what
I
happened
believe it's
and I can't
very
change it right now.
very good to have like supportive parents. I know not everyone probably has those kind of supportive parents, and some of them have going through tougher times. But yeah, having those parents, it's super. I'm super grateful for having great supportive parents, and probably you are grateful as well for your mom supporting you.
I will ask you too a lot about that because in our next episodes we'll talk about how Dmitro lost 20 kilos and how all the story happened and all
Exactly, we will
these
talk about it.
mental consequences.
But now let's talk about you.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, you mentioned briefly how
Okay.
it impacted your self-esteem. With dancing experience, you said that girls were bullying you, and did you try to find a way how to actually maybe boost your
Yeah.
self-esteem during these times, or it was always like constant,
It depends when we talk about what age we are talking about. When I was teenager at school, especially, I felt no self love. So I just considered myself as a smart one. So the word pretty one, beautiful one, this was a word that I never could connect to myself at school. The only compliments I was getting usually, oh, you did it so well, you studied so well, your marks are so good. So I never focused on my appearance. I decided, okay, if I don't have it, I will focus on studying. That's why I was like so good at school, then at uni, and never considered myself as attractive person, as attractive woman, girl. Um,
hmm
that was a huge block, like just no way to open that. Many things changed since I went to university, and I met amazing people who changed my life, my group mates, my university mates, who have absolutely different mindset. And even though I almost never worked in the field I studied tourist business, but I met one of the most important people in my life. And it was nearly 10 years ago with whom I still in contact, and I'm grateful for this experience. And these people started to mirror me in terms of they started to tell me about, wow, you look so good, you're so beautiful. They started telling me just that because I couldn't receive that at school. I couldn't receive that from parents. It wasn't my parents' way to express love. So I almost have never heard, I even don't remember that they told me that I'm beautiful. It's super important to say to a growing human all these things that you're so beautiful, you're so smart, you can do it. Because if they don't hear that, how can they think that they are so? Because when we are children, we don't build our personal experiences, we don't build our personal opinions on something. We grab these opinions from our parents because parents are our closest environment, or people, or another family members, or school. So if you don't hear that, even though you are
Yeah,
smart,
yeah, I
beautiful,
understand.
how can you
I think
get
it's
that?
quite important actually for parents to tell your kids that they are smart, they're good looking, they're doing great job, doing something. Because I don't remember like I was getting enough of this,
Yeah,
and I don't remember.
you don't remember.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
Interesting.
right now, for
You have
example,
time
when
to
I
think about
I
this.
do work out in the gym, and when I say when someone says like you have a good upper body, I'm like, oh my God, man, thank you a lot, I appreciate it. Yeah, because it feels so amazing because you know that
Wow.
you've been working on that upper body like
Wow.
for quite a while, you know, like for a few years, and saying and getting this for someone, it's just amazing feeling.
So nice. Uh, if like right now I'm living in Germany, I'm living in Hamburg, and it's absolutely not a common thing to say any compliment to strangers. But maybe I need to be this first person, not German person, who
Yeah,
says
just try
something
it
nice
out,
to
you
other
know,
people
just to see how people
to
respond.
support
It's quite
them.
interesting experience, you know. Okay, guys, getting back to
Yeah,
skin-related
yeah.
issues. Uh, so how actually you try to treat acne, and what help you to see some results?
I would say that I went through everything on my skin journey, starting from cosmetologist, dermatologist, gastroenterologist, uh, psychologist, um, literally going through all the diets. I was vegan for this reason. I made so many detox cleansing protocols to clean myself from parasites. Oh my God. Like it was, to be honest, it was the worst decision I have ever made. I just ruined my body and it was lacking of everything. But in general, firstly, it started, of course, with dermatologists, but this those dermatologists I met, they were not professional, so I needed to make so many analyses that was not important. For example, the Modex test. The Modex is like a little parasite, not parasite, but insect. Let's say little insect that lives on our skin because our skin is not something um, it's not like vacuum or something because we have many bacteria, some microorganisms on our skin, like inside our body, on our skin. It's just separate microbiome. And regarding the Modex, it's normal to have the Modex. But for example, when you have too much of that, yeah, it could be that you have too many results in your tests. But what is the reason behind why do you have so many results of this insect, the Modex? So it was never the reason, but like trying to put a bandage on your problem. And many doctors were from, let's say, Soviet Union school that had their old mentality how to treat acne, but were not really eager to learn something new. And regarding my health experiments, some things really help me. I don't eat dairy products for many years. Sometimes it happens, but I'm not strict with myself. I'm not strict with myself. But in general, I never buy dairy products home. I don't have cheese, milk in my fridge. Like ice cream happens or something sweet, but it's like rather sweet treat or not usual situation. And the most dramatic challenge and change happened when I went on Accutane or Roaccutane. It's a medical name of tretinoin. It's a medical treatment for acne, the most harsh one. So I was more than 1 year on tretinoin, isotretinoin. So correctly to say isotretinoin. It's a high dosage of chemical vitamin A form, and you need to be very careful being on this medication. But as long as you trust your dermatologist, everything will be fine because, yeah, you need to be careful. You're not allowed as a female to get pregnant. You can get so many side effects, dry eyes, dry skin, lips, nose bleeding, joint pain, and so on, hair loss. I went through many side effects, but because I was on a low dosage, it was quite manageable. And regarding now, after Accutane, after isotretinoin, after 6 months, I started to get pimples again. Not in such amount as I used to have, but yeah, my skin is not perfect, but it's real. For now, I just work with skincare products. I work with active ingredients. Isotretinoin is a retinoid that you take inside. Also, there are retinoids that you apply on your skin topically to work with your skin and acne. And right now, I'm using adapalene and another active ingredients like benzoyl peroxide or niacinamide, zinc to work with my skin. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
can
think we
talk a
should
lot about
dive more into
skincare
your
products.
morning skincare routine or evening skincare routine, just for people to understand what you do daily to take care of your skin, because it's super important, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, like imagine so many
yeah,
people with
daily
acne, they
habits.
just get
I
so
totally
confused with
understand it.
all
Yeah.
the abundance of different products, and they don't know what to choose, what to use to actually see some results. So probably your recommendations on morning, evening skincare routine would be super
Yeah,
useful.
can only share my experience in this case. Of course, it's very important to find your dermatologist, person you trust on your skin journey, and who can support you because skin changes, skin experience, it's not that something will be fixed within 1 month, but usually it can take 6 months, 1 year, several years to change your skin. Like skin is the biggest organ we have in our body, and to it's important to keep in mind that skin cells they change within only 30 days, as I remember. To expect any change within 1 month, full change, no acne, usually it's a miracle
Yeah, it's a
that
long-term journey.
doesn't happen.
Um, yeah, also considering your experience with
Yeah,
Rokutan, did I say correctly? Rokutan, right? Uh,
yeah, Roaccutane, yeah. It could be it can have different name. Accutane, Roaccutane, isotretinoin,
mm,
acnitine. Yeah, but the main ingredient is isotretinoin. And
okay, I will
then
stick to
manufacturers
Rokutan.
put
Okay.
different names on this
The
treatment.
question is, would you recommend any other
Mhm.
person who experience similar issues that you used to go for the Rokutan journey?
I don't want to advise anyone on that because it's a very strong medication that can bring so many difficult side effects and can actually affect mental health. So firstly, only dermatologist decides to go for the patient on Roaccutane or not. No cosmetologist can prescribe that, only dermatologist. And for me, it was a choice after battling with acne for more than 10 years when my skin started to get acne scars, not like pigmentation that will be treated within some time. No, acne scars on my cheeks, on my forehead. I understood that I can't bear with that anymore mentally because my skin was doing pretty well for like several years. For example, in 2020 and 2021, it was getting better and better. But then there was summer. The heat in Kiev at that time I was living in Kiev was so intense that my skin couldn't manage this heat, and I started to break out again. And I understood I can't. It's another relapse. My relapse inside me too, not just on my skin, but I was devastated and I wanted to give up. But how to give up if you live in this body? If you are this body, you still like you are battling. To give up, it's already the worst scenario. So with my doctors, I consulted with two doctors, with two dermatologists to go on Rokuchen or not. They both said yes, and it was very important decision for me. I was against Rakuten all my previous life. As long as I knew about Rakuten, since maybe I was 18, 20, I was totally against because of side effects. And I was super pro holistic, just natural supplements, only nutrition, working in psychologist, only the things can help. But my mindset changed completely when you realize there is holistic medicine, preventive medicine, and there is already classical form of medicine. And when you combine it together, then you get the results. When you trust the classical medicine too, because it exists not just for fun. People know how to treat conditions, diseases, and acne. It's not a hygiene problem. It's not a problem that you need to fix that with maybe. Sometimes it happens that it fixes apparently with some diet changes, but acne is genetical predisposition, and my mom had acne, and many people who have acne right now, they know that their parents or another family members have this story. And if dermatologist suggests you to go on Roaccutane if you don't trust this doctor, so I suggest to talk with another dermatologist to make sure to not to read everything on internet, please, because I suggest that you can read, for example, side effects, and in many cases, Roaccutane is forbidden to take. For example, if you have vision issues, sometimes you can't take Roaccutane. If you have mental issues and you take antidepressants, in some cases you can't take Roaccutane as well. If you want to get pregnant, you can't take Roaccutane. So it's not my suggestion, but just important to keep in mind that not only holistic medicine works, and sometimes it's important to trust the doctors and to choose yourself, even though, yes, it's a harsh medication, but for example, I went through that. Many people went through Roaccutane. Sometimes people quit this medication because it's harsh. It's true, but you don't know as long as you don't try. And if acne bothers you so much, it's just uh, your choice to try it or not for
Yeah, thank you,
one
Maria,
year,
for this
several
answer.
months, and you will
I
see.
think, yeah, the first step is just to find a specialist, dermatologist that you can trust, and not only one, but few, just having a conversation with few of them.
Yeah,
Because I believe so many people with acne, they try to do this self-treatment and neglect actually talking with a specialist. So, guys, we highly recommend, first of all, to talk with a specialist.
because you can make so much harm at home with all these DIY face masks, uh, using soda, using lemon juice, using ingredients, for example, like essential oils, pure essential oils that you apply on your skin. You can burn your skin, you can ruin your skin better.
In the next episode, I share how I became the first skin positivity influencer in Ukraine, my dating experience with severe acne, and my reaction on men with skin issues. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos.